Hello, I'm Elizabeth Ann of Elizabeth Ann Intuitive Art, and I just want to share a few things today. Some inspirations, some offerings, and just some perspective. We're experiencing a revival right now. It's been happening for a while, of our metaphysical natures, our spiritual natures. Now, there are many people in the world who connect religiously for this need, and there are many non-religious spiritualists. And then there are many who have relinquished their known connection to spirit, the spirit of life, to the divine, to what many refer to as God. Sometimes I use the word God. I've had to reclaim that word for myself because it's been very distorted in my experience. But that's part of the revival, is redefining, taking away what doesn't serve, what does not feel true, and really rekindling our own personal intuition and just getting very real with what life is. And to me, life is miraculous. It can be really mundane and humdrum when we forget our divine connection. So I make a practice of inviting the divine to work through me, to live through me at all times. And in all honesty, that came about largely because, well, for one, I had major health challenges, as many people do, and that can often be an instigator for a personal spiritual awakening, challenging relationships, health issues, loss, death, coming to grips with our own mortality. And when we start to clean up our act, so to speak, in terms of what we eat, our rituals, how we take care of ourselves, what we allow into our lives and what we don't, then there is an organic unfolding that is very much in support of life. And that's a huge experiential learning process as well. And it goes hand in hand. So it really doesn't matter like where you start. The contemplations of the greater aspects and intelligence of life itself, of which you are a part, it just, as long as you dive in, wherever that entry point is for you, I do believe that that's critical on Earth right now, and it's part of this miraculous metaphysical and multi-dimensional awareness of our true natures. And life, even the mundane, becomes very spectacular as a result. Like just sitting here for a moment and hearing the plane overhead, that's quite a miracle, especially since I just flew back from Hungary last week. I'm largely nomadic. I spend my time between Europe and the United States, and I'm currently in New Jersey, which is the state where I was born and grew up. And I've been doing a lot of house and pet sitting, and which is what I'm doing right now. But this is a revisiting of sort of my childhood, my upbringing in terms of the neighborhood, the vernacular of the everyday architecture, and the woods. I grew up in the woods. Richard Louv refers to, The Last Child in the Woods, which is one of my favorite books. And perhaps I was. And that has positioned me really well to be doing what I am doing right now, and also the long career that I've had in landscape architecture, natural building, architecture, community design, and holistic personal development, which is and teaching I have dedicated my life to. And I've been working on healing myself and aligning myself more and more with the divine, and working on my shadow, working on reclaiming parts of my soul. And this has better positioned me to make some big changes in my life, which includes focusing on my art, the intuitive art that I do with written and spoken word can be found on my Substack channel, and that just feels really, really aligned and so good. So I want to encourage and inspire these types of ways of being and taking the risks. There are real risks and real hard work that it requires to make change, to make big change in our lives. And I've been doing that. And I've been really dedicated to my health and well-being for the last 10 years. And it's been revolutionary in my life. So there are a lot of these issues are on the world stage right now. And so it's time to start sharing my experience in the hopes that I can connect with and help others not feel so alone and learn what can be done, and just simply to inspire a greater life by embracing a fuller life. And then a lot of the traveling that I've been doing has really anchored in my connection with the divine, my spirit allies, my higher self, my soul, while I walk many lands and am part of a bigger energetic anchoring in of divine love and light with every step that I take. I mean, admittedly, this really did start out of fear of being, a woman traveling. I traveled a lot at first with my daughter, and then for the last year I've been traveling on my own as she embarks on her own path. And I've walked through many unknown places to me, and have automatically just called in a higher power to be with me. And I really do believe through my years of experience more and more in that higher power, because I can feel it. And my experiences reflect that. So I'm going to be sharing more and more of that as well. And I'm also going to be sharing the client sessions that I do with the metaphysical support that I can offer through what I'm calling landscapes of the heart readings, where I connect with the divine and Mother Earth, higher self, heart, open heart, and connect with the higher self of my client and the heart of my client through the divine for their highest good, our mutual highest good, and the highest good of all. And I read the landscape of their heart and offer what is most needed. I invite the divine to speak through me, and I try to step out of the way as much as possible. I am human, and this is coming through a human body, and it's coming through all of myself. And so my unique contribution in this lifetime has largely been my connection with landscape, as I've spoken about. And because of that, a lot of the metaphors and analogies that I receive they have this ecological, what I'm calling an eco-spiritual explanation for understanding. And I find that very, very profound, and I'm very grateful for that. And it's a connection point for us all. And I really think that that conversation is also very much needed, talking about landscape and ecology in that real way as well. So yeah, so I'm going to be posting some client sessions so you can get here on YouTube, so you could get an idea of what I do and how they go. And so yeah, have a look for them. And if you would like your own personal landscape of the heart reading, I'll link the information below. And I wish you many blessings on your path back into your own heart. Much love. Thank you.